Hey, what's going on, nerds? R2 here. Yeah, I've got a little VHS pickups vid to do for you guys today. Now, I'm sure you probably know by now from either Instagram or YouTube, but I cleared out all my VHS. I kept maybe a half a dozen or so of my VHS tapes because I was moving house and it was just too much to move. I couldn't be bothered, man. There was like fucking 1,500 plus tapes. So I moved them on, but then I bought some more. I can't help it. When I see like a good deal of these tapes, I just got to pick them up, and they're only like $1 each. And I've watched one already. I bought 21 tapes, I think. I watched one, so I still watch. Like I'll watch these movies if I have, especially if I haven't seen them. Um, but I'm just gonna hold on to them, watch what I want to watch, and then I'm just gonna move them on. So even if I don't watch all of them, it's still pretty good value, and especially entertainment value for me for $1 a tape, or even by watching only half of them, say $2 a tape. It's good value, and I can move them on to somebody who will want them. But I think that made sense. Did it make sense? Yeah, it made sense. But I got Brain Donors. This one I watched just last night. I'm filming this video. I watched this yesterday or last night. It's fucking funny. This was really funny. It's from the Zucker brothers. They did Naked Gun and Flying High. Not as stupid as those in terms of that style of humor, that gag humor, but there is some of that esque in here. Like it's very what are they? The Three Stooges a little bit, not as dumb as that, but it's very clever. The humor is very clever, really quick one-liners that they say, but they don't react to. So like the actors will say these one-liners, and they're really funny, but they don't get a reaction from the other actors or themselves. So it's very clever. I thought it was very clever. I thought it was a very good movie, and it's PG, which it wouldn't be a PG film this today's day and age. It would probably be an M, definitely an M at least. It's got that guy that plays Barton Fink. What's his name? John Turturro. Turturro. Yeah, John Turturro, and he's awesome in this. So I don't think this is available on DVD in Australia. I think there's a release elsewhere in the world. Certainly no Blu-ray release of this film. So definitely, if you can find it, I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Check it out because I've never heard of it before. I don't think it's it's a commonly known film. Definitely worth a watch. It only goes for an hour, maybe an hour 20, hour 30, or 86 minutes. So say maybe an hour 20 with credit, plus credits. This I don't know what I was gonna say. It came out in 92. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it came out in 1992, so it's quite an early film. But yeah, great. It's a really good movie. And probably doesn't need a Blu-ray upgrade, but certainly check it out if you can. The next one is Virgin Suicides. I saw this movie. This one is from, I can't see because of the sticker in the way. 2000. Really? Came out, I thought it was a lot earlier than that. Or at least, late 90s. Yeah, I only seen this once. I saw it back in the day, probably as a new release weekly on VHS. So I don't remember too much about it. I do remember they all die in the end. I don't think that's a spoiler because it says the Virgin Suicide, so someone fucking dies. But it's Sophia Coppola. So I don't know if that's like a Coppola, like how people say, oh, it's a Coppola film. Is this one of those? Is this a Coppola film? Like a Coppola film? I don't know. But I remember it being okay. At the time, I probably didn't really fully understand it or really care to understand it. But I might have to check it out again. So, yeah. I love this movie. When this movie came out, I rented this so much on VHS. I probably wore out the VHS. Hilarious movie. At least it was back then. Son-in-Law. Pauly Shore. I haven't seen it since. I watched it when it first came out, and I want to say it's early 90s for sure. The sticker's covering it up, so I don't know. But, yeah. In the vein of Encino Man and I guess Biodome in a way because, it got Pauly Shore in it. But yeah, I think this is probably my favorite Pauly Shore film. Oh, I don't know, Encino Man is pretty good. But yeah, Son-in-Law, I think it's absolutely hilarious. I have no idea what this is, but it's got Corbin Burnson in it, who I know him from Psych, but he's also the dentist apparently. And there were a couple of really like cheesy horror type films back in maybe the early 90s. But it's called Final Mission. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's just an action film that I hadn't seen before. 90 minutes. I don't think this is going to be too good. It says it's science fiction, so it might have some... oh yeah, it's got virtual reality, so it's some sort of like science fiction-y, action-y type, military type film. Not sure if it's got a release on DVD or Blu-ray. Certainly probably wouldn't have it on Blu-ray. Same with Son-in-Law. I don't think this has got a Blu-ray release. It might have a DVD release here in Australia, but a lot of these movies are just... probably only watch on VHS, maybe DVD if you're lucky. But yeah, Final Mission. I'll check this one out one day. I got a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I've never heard of before. So I'm sure you can get this on DVD. But this one came out in 2002. So, you know, probably when his movies started to go downhill, probably like, you know, 2000s, anywhere in the 2000s. I think all these 90 movies are pretty, I mean, they're not the best films, but I think, you know, his 90s movies are probably the better ones. And these late 80s films, of course. But then Kickboxer, will that come out in like the 70s or something? Fuck knows. Derailed. Never heard of it. I'll check it out one day. I might see if I can hunt down a Blu-ray or something. There's probably no Blu-ray, but I'm sure there's a DVD. This one I've seen before, but I'm sure I've seen this before, but I just can't remember anything about it. The creature design and it looks really familiar, and it certainly looks like I've seen it. Perhaps I've only just seen the actual tape of it and never actually watched it. But that's She Creature. This one was from 2001, so yeah, I don't know. This is, you know, probably like come out in like those days with Boa and you know, other just random, like when the creature features really started to just be in abundance back then. Yeah, I don't know who's in it. No one I know, but yeah, She Creature. This one I've always wanted to check out because it's a Disney film. It's got Steve Guttenberg in it, and it's got to be a 90s. Is it a 90s? Let me see. I can't see a date. I'm sure it's 90s. Shouldn't be. I don't think it's anything. It might be late 90s or early 2000s. But anyway, how about I just show you? Tower of Terror. This is, I don't know if they made this into a ride first or they made the ride and then they made the movie. I don't know. But I've never seen it. I definitely want to check it out. Oh, okay. So it's based on Disney's Tower of Terror attraction. Sweet. So this came out after the ride. So there you go. Never seen the ride. Never seen the movie. I'll check it out one day. I got this one because it just looked cool. Asian film called The Road Home. It looks like a bit of a love story, drama type film. But I think, yeah, I just think it'd be a pretty nice film. It's Mandarin language, so I'm guessing that must mean it's a Chinese film. Forgive my ignorance if it's not. But it's got subtitles. It's cool. I don't see many VHS tapes, like Asian films with subtitles. So that's cool. I had a couple. I had Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, never heard of it. But it looks pretty cool. So this one came out in 2000. Yeah, The Road Home. Yeah, I got Spawn. Spawn's always a good one to have. We all know Spawn. That's cool. This one is Shannon Tweed. The name sounds familiar, but I've got no idea. But it's called Naked Lies. It's like I don't know if this is what you consider an erotic thriller or an action erotic thriller or something like that. But I've been wanting to see some more, especially 90s, like 90s erotic thrillers, because I'm watching a YouTube channel. This one came out in 97. So I've been watching a YouTube channel, and he's been talking about a lot of these sort of erotic thrillers, and they sound really good. So I want to check out more, but I've never heard of this one. Yeah, 90 minutes. Yeah, 97. Come out 97. Getting all tongue-tied. Lots of 90s. Yeah, Naked Lies. Let me know in the comments section if you've seen this one, if it's worth watching. I'll get around to it eventually, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff to watch first. What we got here? Stephen Baldwin and Kyle MacLachlan exchange. I wasn't going to pick this one up because it was all I could see was a spine, so I was like, But then when I was like, fuck it. I looked at it, and it looks to be just one of them sort of late 90s, 2000s, just generic science fiction. Which, I don't know if it seems like a time travel or something, but apparently it's Face Off meets The Matrix. So, yeah. I don't know. I liked, back in the day when I was renting new release stuff, I would go for these sort of films. Like, I'd go for the, the 2000s sci-fi stuff, like Time Cop. That was the one I actually rented a lot, even though it's not the best. But, I like this sort of stuff. So, I don't know why I did back then, but I doubt it's, 105 minutes. Oof. That seems like a long time. But, yeah, anyway. I think they can, like, transfer bodies or something. You can transfer your mind into different bodies, I guess. I don't know. Very similar to Altered Carbon, maybe. Maybe this was set up like a precursor to Altered Carbon or vice versa. I don't know. But, yeah, exchange. You don't see Stephen Baldwin in much. In fact, was he in Backfire? I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, exchange. This one is Christopher Lambert and Natasha Henstridge. I haven't seen her for a while. What was she in? Natasha Henstridge. Species. That's right. She was the Species chick. The alien chick. Yeah, of course she was. And she was in Ghosts of Mars too, I think. Don't know. But anyway, Adrenaline. Adrenaline, Fear the Rush. So, I'll watch anything Christopher Lambert. Christopher Lambert was, for me, he was like the ultimate sort of early 90s to mid 90s, like sci-fi guy. With Fortress and Highlanders, of course, and he did Beowulf as well. Like he just did lots of other movies too. The Hunter or The Hunted or something like that, where he's on the trail of he was running from like Chinese, like Japanese ninjas or samurais or something. I can't remember. Something like that. But I liked Christopher Lambert. He did some really cool B-grade sort of sci-fi type films. So. Never heard of this one, but apparently he's on the trail of a savage killing machine, and every move he makes is one step closer to death. So, cool. And it's set in 2007, so it's in the future, which is now our past. But when was this one? Wow, and it only goes for 74 minutes plus trailers. Like that's just a TV pilot for a series, basically. Fuck. It doesn't say, but I want to say it's got to be late 90s, early 2000s, perhaps. But yeah, that's cool. I'll check that out one day. I got Suzy Q. Never heard of it, but it's a PG film. It's got Justin Whalen. I know that. What the fuck is he from? Serial Mum. Serial Mum? Oh, he was in that, but he wasn't the main character. He was like the friend. But he was in something else. But it's got Amy Jo Johnson in it. That's the only reason I picked it up. She's Pink Power Ranger, the original Pink Power Ranger. So, apparently what? She's an angel with a little unfinished earthly business. This one came out 96. So this could have been just after her Power Ranger fame. Because I think she stopped around then, 96, 97. So she could have just done this in between seasons or something. Because she was only in the first 3 seasons. Yeah, but I don't know. Looks alright. I got a friend of mine who wants to watch it, so we'll check it out. I'll check it out one day. We'll check it out, whatever. Another Christopher Lambert film. Yeah, Fortress 2. I love this one. I watched this movie first. I reckon back in the day I watched this before I watched the first one. So, there's a lot of boobs in this. It's good. Yeah, just a really cheesy, sci-fi where he's trying to it's just like a prison escape film in space, so that's cool, which is basically what the first one was. So it's Escape from Alcatraz in space. But yeah, that's awesome. When did this one come out? 99. So the other one, must have been like a couple of years after the other one. But I love these movies. I love Fortress and Fortress 2. Needs to do a third one, modern day sort of third one or something with him in it. Shock Treatment. I picked this up just because it's the sequel to, or at least a follow-up to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Didn't even know that was a thing. I have that on DVD, so I just got this one just to hold on to and then move on to someone else. So I'd never seen it before, and I don't know how well it follows on to Rocky Horror. But I need to rewatch Rocky Horror first, just in case it sort of ties in a little bit, but I'm not 100%. I love this movie, and I'm sure this doesn't have a DVD release or Blu-ray, certainly not a Blu-ray release, but if it has a local Australian release, it's fucking way out of print. That's Problem Child 2. There's a second, the first one, obviously, but this is the one I remember the most for that scene when they're on the ride and they're just vomiting up everything on the ride, and when he pisses in the lemonade and stuff like that. There's a third one as well, but I don't think it has the same guy in it. The kid, I think, was the same kids in the first one, is in this one, and John Ritter's in them as well. John Ritter's in the first and second one. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen these on DVD or anything. So if they do have one, I've not seen it, and definitely should get a Blu-ray release for sure. Do like a duology with the first and second one. Just not worry about the third one. I remember watching the animated series too. There was a cartoon of this as well. This is 91. Wow. And I remember watching it as like a new release VHS. That's crazy. It's weird how you can remember how something just jogged your memory and you remember watching it. Because I completely forgot about this film until I saw it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. He pissed in lemonade, and he taped somebody to a wall. Sticky taped somebody to a wall, and then he made everybody throw up on the rides, and then something about there was a puppet show and all that sort of stuff. So it's crazy, but that's cool. I'm definitely gonna watch this one. This is awesome. This looks so good. I don't know. I'd never heard of this one, but this just looks fucking awesome. It's from 1990s. Full Moon. Oh, it's a Full Moon movie. And Bill Moseley's in it. Oh, fuck yeah. Is he? Well, I guess he is. Anyway, Crash and Burn. This is awesome. I saw the side and I'm like, I'll have a look at it. Crash and Burn, I don't know. I'm so glad I did, because it's got a giant fucking mech on the front there. And it says the weapons of the future are alive. Yeah. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Fuck. I'm so glad that I got this, that I turned it onto the cover so I could see this. Oh, shit. And being Full Moon, it's probably on Tubi, but hey, now I can watch it on VHS. And these are all in great condition. You know, they're all ex-rental, but they're all in good condition. So no mold in any of them. I watched this one, Jesus, a long time ago, probably, yeah, when it first came out, 1996. I was on holiday, and I watched Warriors of Virtue, and this was a trailer at the start of Warriors of Virtue. So I'm straight to the video store and rented this one straight away. Star Kid. It's got that annoying kid from, I think he's from Jurassic Park. Yes. Oh, and The River Wild. Oh, yeah. That's a good movie. Anyway. Yeah, this is cool. I always was so jealous. I wanted that little, the alien robot suit to wear for myself. But I thought this was pretty funny. Pretty good sort of kids film. Yeah, a little sci-fi. Gets this alien suit crash lands on the Earth, and he gets to wear it and becomes like a superhero type thing. So yeah, that was cool. A couple more. Circuitry Man 2. Don't know if there's a first one. I guess there is. Never heard of it. No, that's a lie. I recommend... speak English. I recognize this front cover because I know this does have a DVD release, although it's probably just like really dodgy quality. It's like one of those double feature films I've seen, and I'm pretty sure you can get it in like a 10-pack of sci-fi films or something. But it's called Vernon Wells, which is awesome. You know him from such movies as Commando and the Power Rangers Time Force TV series. And he was in something else, but I can't remember. Oh, Mad Max 2, I think. Tracy Lords is in this. That's awesome. And I don't know the other two. But it's just futuristic sci-fi, maybe post-apocalyptic type film. Really not too sure. Gonna have to try and hunt down the first one before I watch this, so probably doesn't matter, but I want to do it anyway. So yeah, this is cool. This one come out in 1995. Awesome. Again, this is the sort of films that I was renting. These sort of type, just really shitty actiony type sci-fi type films. So this is what I sort of loved growing up. Hot Shots 2. I love this movie. Charlie Sheen is absolutely hilarious. This is probably my favorite Charlie Sheen movie. It's the only one I can think of. I suffer a rival. But it's so good. It's so funny. This humor, I think it holds up. This sort of humor holds up. But I haven't seen it for a while, so I could be mistaken. 1993. Do you know what would be weird if he came back and made like a Hot Shots 3 or something like that? Oh, it would be great. I can't remember. This one I watched the most over the first one. All I can remember about the first one is him trying to get batteries, and he's like, "Oh, I got your batteries," and he's like, "About bloody time." I'm pretty sure that's the first one, but I remember a lot more about this one. It's got the guy in it. Ryan Stiles is in this. Is Ryan Stiles in this? I could be thinking of the first one now. Maybe I'm thinking of the first one. Shit. I don't know. But yeah, Hot Shots 2. And lastly, I got this. Again, I think it's some sort of like erotic thriller, maybe kind of thriller action. I don't know. But it's in a cool case, and it's Crack in the Mirror. And it's R-rated, so an R-rated film back then is R-rated for a reason. So yeah, that's cool. It's an old Palace tape. So it's got a nice case and everything. It's got Robbie Benson in it, which, if I remember correctly, Robbie Benson does a lot of voice acting as well. And he did... I can't remember. I just watched something the other day that he was in, I'm pretty sure. But he did a show about, like, knights. They were like sort of youngish kids, or younger kids, and then they had to go on a quest. There was a Nintendo game about it. I can't think of what it was called. It came out in the early 90s or late 80s. But they had to go and the king gets stabbed or something, and he has to go and fucking get something to help heal him, and then they come back, and I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what this is about. It just says drama on the side, so it could be a drama, it could be a bit of a thriller. Oh, it's directed by Robbie Benson as well. Cool. So it's a hard-hitting drama about drugs and dream in the 80s. Drugs and dreams. So I guess it's set in the 80s. Yeah, 88. Cool. So, yeah, a bunch, I think it was 21, just a bunch of tapes that I got for $1 each, because fuck it, why not? Let me know in the comment section down below if there's any of these that you've seen, if there's any that I should watch first, or recommend me something else and I'll watch that. But certainly let me know if any of those have got like local DVD releases here in Australia. I know there are some that have got releases outside of Australia, but I'm just curious to know, because I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching as always, guys. Enjoy your movies or your TV series, whatever they may be, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one, whatever that is.